Hi guys, I'm making another video tonight and I have decided that I'm going to do something way more Christmassy. It's getting really close and I'm getting kind of in the spirit now. My daughter keeps telling me how much she loves Christmas because we're doing things like playing in the snow and drinking hot chocolate after and just doing all the cliched winter time Christmas things, and it's working this year. It's making me really excited. So yeah, I wanted to carry that through into my nails. I'm going to be using flannel, I'm going to be using Barbara, and I'm going to be using Vivian because I think I'm going to try to do some negative space stuff. I also have foil sheets, gold foil sheets, and some really pretty green Christmassy craft glitter, and I think I might try to like properly make a dip to use tonight. I think I'm going to use some foils, some Vivian, and this craft glitter and see what I come up with. I will film a little bit of it, maybe just one nail, because I plan to do almost all of them exactly the same tonight. I might do one a little bit differently. We'll see. I don't know. If I decide that I want to do them all the same, I will film just one nail. If I decide I'm going to do two different styles, I will film each of them, or if they're pretty much the same, just a tiny bit different, because I have a few ideas in my head of how I kind of want to lay it out. Yeah, I'm just going to film what I think would be interesting to watch. I do plan in the next week or so to maybe kind of do like a design detox. I'm just going to take all the color off and use one of my first and favorite dips and just leave it for 5, maybe 6 days. See, I'm saying that? It's not going to happen. But I am going to take all the color off. I am going to do just one plain color dip shortly, and I think I will film that as like a sort of beginner's guide on how to dip. Just one straight color, beginning to end, all the steps you have to take, the timings, things like that. If anybody thinks that would be helpful, if you do, give me a thumbs up, and if you don't think that would be helpful, then don't. And just carry on about your business. So yeah, gonna get started, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so this is what I ended up with last night. I still need to take photos and stuff, but it was kind of crazy. Had a bunch of kids kept waking up, a bunch, I have two. And they kept waking up, so I kept having to stop mid-mani, so I didn't really get a chance to film while I was doing my own nails. So I thought I will just do a quick swatch stick to show you how I did this. It's color blocking. It's pretty simple once you kind of get the hang of it. There are a few little tricks that I like to pay attention to while I'm doing it to get crisper lines. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start. So I've got Barbara, I have flannel, and I have Vivian ready to go, and I have another swatch stick here so that I can pour over for Vivian. Yeah, and here we go. So again, using my Revel Easy liquids because I want a bit of time to play so they don't dry as fast and I can mess about a little bit. So here we go. First coat. Right, and then so you want to take Barbara then and go in at an angle to create that smile line, and I like to hold it so I can see it adhering. And then when you're color blocking, take out of the jar, and then I tap upside down. We've got that. Okay, I'm not being super precise, but and then right away into the next color, which is flannel. And wait a second till I can see it adhering. And then I tap off over paper towels so that I don't contaminate my colors, and then pour over finally with some Vivian to get that negative space at the bottom. And I'm going to give it just a second. before I wipe off it all. You can kind of see on the other side. That's handy about a swatch stick. You can look through and see if your lines are straight. That black line is not straight, but again, I have a bunch of things, like I have a light in my way and all that stuff when I'm filming this. When it's my hands, I can pay a little bit better attention to where my smile lines are. All right, that should be good. And then also for this, I usually would brush this way, but I'm going to sort of brush side to side so that I'm not getting my dark color into my lighter color. So that's what we've got now. Pretty cool. Nice and dry, so I'm going to do a second coat. My Easy Liquids. And then pick up Barbara. I'm going to see if I can even this out a bit. And at an angle. Looks good and adhered. And then into flannel. And pour over some Vivian. Keep our layers even so that buffing and filing is simpler and top coat goes on nicely. Just going to give it another second. All right, that should be good enough to brush off. Okay. Good. So I'm going to activate. And I usually wouldn't do any buffing or anything on a swatch stick to make it nice and smooth and pretty. But for color blocking, because you're dipping into more than one color, you'll oftentimes see that you get, let me see if I can get better light. Like there's a little bit of flannel that's stuck into the black. So I'm going to buff this so we can see what it'll actually look like once it's completed. So I'll pause here for a second. I'm going to buff a little bit and then I'll come back to do the top coat. Okay, so I've got it all buffed and smooth now. Good, so I'm going to do a last coat of activator. Actually, no, I'm lying. On my nails, I actually painted a thin black line at the end of there. I did it because I wanted to crisp up the lines a little bit, and I also thought that it would look cool and it would sort of tie it in with these nails that are nothing but black and gold. So I have, this is what I do all my little painting with. I have my tiny little detail brush here. And I just use acrylic paint from the dollar store. So there we go. I am sticking to my paper towel. There we go. All right. Good. So that's done. And then on top of this, I'm going to give this a minute to dry. I'm going to do another layer of base and a layer of Vivian to protect that acrylic paint from the activator and stuff like that. Because if you activate on top of this, it'll just disappear. Smudge and get all yuck. All right. But base does not smudge acrylic paint. All right, my camera cut me off. Anyways, it didn't do anything other than brush off the Vivian. So here's our last coat of activator. Before top coat. And I still can't find my Revel Finish Gel, so I'm going to use my Triple Vitamin again. And I'm also not going to bother with rubbing alcohol because I just need to get this finished up before, again, anybody wakes up or comes down to harass me, because this is nap time. All right. First coat. And second coat. Alrighty, there we have it. Color blocked. I didn't brush my Vivian off well enough. Obviously. It's usually crystal clear. I mean, you can't, other than the dust on my hands, you can't see any flecks or anything when you're done and have paid attention and did a good job. But yeah, I mean, top coats and stuff aren't important in quick little swatching videos. So yeah, there we go. Hope somebody finds it useful. And I don't know, guys, let me know if there's anything specifically you want to see, anything from any of my pictures that you want to know how I did, and I will try to make a quick video for you. All right, thanks guys. See you later. Bye.